All right, good day. I come your way with transportation problem, which is a pivotal topic in operations research. So let's look at what it is. It is a special type of linear programming problem that deals with the transportation of a product from a number of sources with limited supplies. So here the resources is still limited, right? To a number of destinations with specified demands. The objective is normally to minimize total cost of transportation. Yes. So we want to minimize cost. So transportation problem is just a type of linear programming which deals with the transportation of products from one part to another. So it's also between supply and a demand. Supply and a demand. So let's look at the initial solutions of a transportation problem. So the first one we will look at is the northwest corner method. The first initial solution for transportation problem that we'll be looking at is the northwest corner method, or what we call the NW. People call it NW method. NW method, like northwest corner method. So we use this example here. So a concrete company transports concrete from three plants to 3 mines construction site. Supply capacities of the three plants, the demand requirements, and are the 3 mines of construction site, and the transportation costs are as follows. So this is the plants from plant one, two, three to site one, site two, site three. Then the supply that plant one can do is 120 tons. The supply that plant two can also do, the concrete supply that plant two can supply is 80 tons, and plant three can supply 80 tons. Mine construction one, mine site construction one demands 150 tons, site two demands 70 tons, and site three demands 60 tons of concrete. So we would go to the whiteboard as usual. Then this is how the problem will look like. This is how the problem will look like. Yes. So this problem is a balanced transportation problem because the total number of because the total number of supply is equal to total number of demands. The total number of supply is equal to total number of demands. So you can see that one here. So we have 120 from plant one plus 80 from plant two. We have 80 from plant three. And if you add this, you get 280. Then if you look at mine site construction one, two, is we demand 150 from there. Then from site two, we are demanding 70 concrete. Then from site three, we are demanding 60 concrete. If you add 150 to 70 to 60, you are also getting 280. Also getting 280. So that's how it goes. So now let's go to the whiteboard again. Then use the northwest corner method to solve this or find the initial solution since we know the problem is balanced. So northwest, this is what you do. This is the most easiest among the methods that we'll be looking at. One, two, three, Then supply and demand. One, one, one. So here is the demand: 150, 70, 60, 280. Here is the supply: 120, 80, 80. Alright, so we have one, two, okay, so sorry, I have I have one, two, three. I also have one, one, two, three. So two, from and to. Alright, so these smaller boxes in the squares are what we are calling the cost. So the cost for you to transport concrete from plant one to site one is $8. That's the one in the square, the smaller box, the square. Then the cost of transporting from plant one to site two is $5 in that manner. So six here, this one two. So these ones are the cost. The cost of you transporting from plant to a site. From plant two to site one is $15. Here is $10. Here is $12. Here is $10. Here is $9. Here is $3. So pay attention and you are good to go. You pay attention, you are good to go. So now let's come to print. So northwest corner method, as the name suggests, we are working from the northwest side of the table and try to fill in or satisfy both the rows and the columns. The rows and the columns. So what is the highest supply on row one? It's 120. What is the highest demand on column one? It's 150. So according to northwest, we place the highest here. So 150 against 120. I cannot go exceeding 120 because if I go exceeding 120, I will flout the row supply, which is 120. But I can I can be within 150 the demand. I can be within 150 the demand. So the highest I can go from here is the 120. So I'll put 120 at cell C11. We call them cells. All the boxes, these ones, they are called cells. So for instance, the one that I've done asterisk is cell C13. The one that I've drawn human being there is cell C32. The one that I've drawn a book. This is a book. The book there is cell 23. And the one that I've written good written good is three three C33. So three three. So cell C11, you place your 120 there. Cool. Very, very simple, right? Then you check. So this row one is satisfied. The supply row one is satisfied. Then you check whether the column one is satisfied. No, it's not satisfied because demand is 150. You can see that. And we've already used 120. So it means we can add another 30 to it, right? You can add 30. So I'll add 30. Yes. So now row one and column one are satisfied. So 120 plus 30 is the 150 here. Alright, then we move on to row two. Is row two satisfied? No, because row two supply is 80 and I've already used 30 of it at cell 21. So it means I can add another 50 and you check the 70 down here whether you will not flaunt it, and we will not flaunt it because we will need only 50 to the 30 to make 80, and this 50 is below the 70 down here, and this 50 is below the 70 down here. Alright, so this is how we do the northwest. We check the row and the column. Then I will check whether column two is satisfied. No, we have 70 as the demand, but I've only used 50, so I can put 20 here. So I put 20 there. Is row three satisfied? No, but I cannot fill in here. I cannot because this one is already satisfied at 150. So I cannot focus my attention there. So I will go to another cell. So row three is 80, but I've already used 20. And I can add 60 because column three is also having a demand of 60. So I'll put the 60 here. So row three, column three to is satisfied. So all the supply and the demands are satisfied beautifully. So this is the end of the northwest. This is the end of the northwest. After you are done with you filling the cells, after you are done with you filling the cells, you check. We check what we call the m plus n minus 1 unique solution. Unique solution. What do I mean by this? We know that m is the number of supply, which should equal to the number of what? Demand, for it to be balanced, balanced problem. Balanced problem. So what's the number of demand? The number of demand, how many? The site that they are demanding, how many are they? They are three. So n is three. What is the number of supply? Those supplying the concrete. That's plant one, two, three. They are also three. So our unique solution will be m plus n minus 1, which is 3 plus 3 minus 1, and you get 5. So it means 5 cells should be filled. 5 cells needs to be filled. And let's see whether you fill that those 5 cells. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. So the 5 cells are filled, then it means you're on track. So always you check that you satisfy the m plus n minus 1 unique solution, and I've satisfied that. So now what do we do? Now we calculate the cost. So the cost is calculated by first taking the 120 in cell C11, then you multiply it with its cost, which is the one in the smaller square. Plus you come to cell 21, you take the 30, multiply it with the cost in the square, small square box, plus we come to 22, cell 22, 50 times 10, we come to cell 32, 32, which is 20 times 9. Then lastly, you come to cell 33, which is 60 times 10. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to add this one well, if you're able to add this one well, you should get, what should you even get? Here, you should get this value. You get this value. So this is what we have done. 120, 30, 50, 20, 60. So you should get 2,690. So you should get 2,690 dollars if it's cities to cities. So it means the cost, no, it means the number of concrete I can transfer from my plant one to mine one. It's 120 concrete from plant one to mine one. It's 120. The number of concrete I can transfer from plant two. So that's the final solution. The cost is this. Then the number of concrete to be transferred is the one I'm writing. So the number of the number of concrete I can transfer from plant two to mine one is 30 concrete. The number of concrete I can transfer from same plant two, this time to mine two. I'm using M for mine, for mines. Mines two is 50. The number of concrete I can transfer from plant three to mine two is 20 concrete, or 20 tons. The number of concrete I can transfer from plant three to mine three is 60 tons of concrete. So this is the end of this solution. This is the end of this solution, the initial solution, the first initial solution that we have looked at. First initial solution is the northwest corner method. Northwest corner method. In our next meeting, we will look at the next initial solution called the Vogel's approximation method. Called the Vogel's approximation method. What people normally call as VAM. Vogel's approximation method. That is the next initial solution we'll be looking at. So you will need this initial solution before you actually apply the transportation method on it actually. So thank you very much.